Hey, what's up folks? In this video I'm going to be showing you a clinch technique from the 50-50 position. That is when you have one hand on your partner's head and one on their bicep and they have the same position. They're throwing knees at you, usually more round knees as opposed to going up the middle. And what we're going to do is use a little bit of timing and full body motion to sweep them or to get them off balance so we can straighten them back with the knee. And to demonstrate this, I'll be using an excerpt from my class. Okay, so we have the steering wheel motion, so again, this is really useful, right? Grabbing the head and pulling it down, and pulling the arm up. Can you go on this side, please? I don't want to try and control his arm from here. I don't really have any control here. So I'm keeping my arm here to keep that there so he can't have more options. I'm just taking that away. So when he does that, I'm just kind of pushing my arm underneath. I'm not trying to like let go and do this. I'm just gonna be doing this. And as he throws that knee, it helps me get him off balance, okay? So to make this a little bit easier, right now we're just using our arms, which obviously, you know, it's gonna be a lot harder when you have a full-size person, you try pushing just your arms. So now we're gonna use our footwork. So as Casey's throwing that right knee to my body, one, go ahead, yeah, again, please. Two, I'm actually gonna step into that knee, like this, okay? Because it's not quite all the way through there, it's not gonna really have much power. It's just kind of like a little, it's kind of like when you do like little punches like this, they don't really hurt. It's the same idea, my knee comes in, I'm just gonna step into it. You can see just doing that makes his leg go backwards, right? Do it again, please. I'm trying to push my hip into his thigh and make his leg go in that direction. Combined with the pulling and the pushing, now I have 3 points of control. It's gonna be a lot easier. So 1, 2, 3. Okay? I'm just trying to make him go where I was. Can you go back here again, please? I'm not trying to make him move around me in this direction like this. It's too much work. I'm gonna take his spot, I'm gonna pull him down to where I was. That's a much smaller footprint. It's much easier to move something in a short distance than a really long distance. Okay, so one more time. 1, 2, step in, use your hip, push, pull, and get them off balance. Now you don't have to throw them to the ground. This is perfect right here. He's in a bad spot where I can start throwing knees, or I can clinch, or I can break and get away, right? I don't have to throw him on the ground for it to be effective, but he's in a bad spot and he's not able to do damage. Does that make sense for everyone? Okay, thank you. So same idea, you guys are doing a good job of that step. I kind of forgot to mention like getting this foot to move as well. That's gonna help, right? You don't want to leave your foot flat, so then you have nowhere to put them. So you all pretty much got that down already. So now I'm gonna take that same motion when I'm stepping and pushing through, but instead of bringing my foot here, I'm gonna do it more like this. Almost like I'm trying to pass a soccer ball, like that, okay? So what this is gonna do is you're gonna block Casey's foot, because right now he's able to, feel the knees please? He's able to kind of hop around, right? So he's able to get his balance back. And like I said, this is still really good. I can still do some damage from here. But if I put my foot there as I do it, 1, 2, 3, now I can sweep him to the ground, right? So he's not able to hop, he's here, I block his foot, and he has nowhere to go, okay? And again, you might be able to hop over your foot, you might not get the throw, that's okay. You can still get some damage after. So it's 1, 2, I'll do it nice and slow, boom, right there. Then you can go that slow with your partner. You don't have to throw them on the ground. If you're comfortable with it, do a break follow, make sure your chin's tucked in. If you're not, just kind of go through that motion here, okay? This is technically one of those gray area things where you're not really supposed to do this. You're supposed to be, when you throw someone on the ground, sweep them, it's supposed to be a kicking motion. They always say that in rules meetings, but I've never seen anyone actually get in trouble for it. You might get a warning, but if it looks good, you're fine, right? So we're here, 1, 2, I'm gonna step in, block his foot, and everything else with the arm motion is the same, okay? So if we're in this grip, like this, and he's throwing this one, this one's really easy to do for me. Some people like the other way better. So if he's throwing this one, I'm not gonna have time to switch all this around and the time it takes him to throw a knee, right? So I gotta get used to being able to go the other way. So this time, I'm just gonna switch so you guys can see it a little bit better. I'm gonna be pulling this arm down and in, and pushing his head that way. So again, I wanna think of that steering wheel kind of motion, right? So you're gonna throw 3 knees, and we'll get right into the footwork right away, so it's a little easier. I'm gonna step in, and everything's the same here. Like I said, I'm not very good on this side, it doesn't feel natural for me, but for some people, they like it way more, okay? So again, we're here, and the main thing is, I'm not letting him score. He's landing knees, this is gonna hurt, and he's gonna score. So I can get him off balance, and maybe I can throw a knee of my own. Okay, so one more time, watch the this side, please. 1, 2, I'm gonna step in, bump his hip, pull his arm, push his head, all at the same time. And then from there, here's my follow-up or get inside the clinch, whatever your preference is. Make sense for everyone? So step in, push, pull. Cool. Good? Got it?